long, long time ago, 2 years or so, feels more like 10, when I was so much younger and thought myself so much wiser than other men, I had a yen to dig for gold. Oh, I was told it was an easy way to make your pay. Just dig for gold. I was told the Klondike's big and all you have to do is dig. Just dig. Well, the Klondike's big, but there's a trick to getting gold. You can't just dig. You see, the gold ain't lying all around on the ground, as you might guess. The nuggets ain't sticking from the rocks just for a picking in a great glittering mess. No. There's rock and there's gravel and there's muck and there's shale. There's hardpan and worst of all, there's ice. So you dig this way and that, underground, like a rat, sending tunnels fore and aft at the bottom of the shaft, till your lungs cry out in protest, your eyes are full of smoke, your back is damn near broke, and your hands are getting blistered from the old pick handle, and you wonder if the gold, when it gets into your poke, is really worth the candle. You get a bucket and a line, and if you know your craft, at the entrance to the shaft you put a winch. It's no cinch to haul that bucket up all the way every hour of the day, but that bucket's full of muck and you hope that muck'll pay. Pay you for the months of gloom in that smoky, choky tomb, putting frozen muck in buckets and hoisting it on high to that little spot of sky where that squeaky winch is creaking like a banshee crying, doom. Well, you pile up all that pay dirt, at least you hope it's pay, in a heap called a dump, and you call it a day and you slump into your bed, and you try to figure in the cold just what that dump might hold. But you still don't know, 'cause you haven't reached the end, my friend. You still haven't got any gold. Now in the early spring, when the warm breezes waft, and the sun comes out, and the bears are all about, making merry, eating berries on the slopes, you come out of your shaft almost daft, but full of hopes, but your brow begins to furrow, 'cause it's not over yet. Still you get to feeling limber, so you buy yourself some timber and some nails, and you go into debt for every board foot you get, but you forget it 'cause you're betting you got gold in your ground. Gold. Now to get what you seek, you gotta dam the creek and hold the water back to build up the pressure. And then when you got the juice, you gotta build a sluice to wash the gravel loose from your treasure. So you measure every plank as you build each length of box on the rocks by the stream. Well, you got the water running, and you really have to hump, and your pulse begins to pump, 'cause the running water's crushing every lump of frozen muck, and the gold is coming loose from the pay dirt in the sluice. And then you see a little fleck, just a shining sort of green. It's a speck it's teeny weeny, no bigger than a bean. And then you see another and another and another, 'cause the gold is washing clean. And you shout aloud, "Oh, brother!" 'cause you know that you got 'em in the bottom of the pan. You got nuggets. You could hug 'em. They're all yours, and you dug 'em. Well, you pour yourself a slug from a jug you've been saving. You take a swig, dance a jig, get a craving. You feel a bug in your victuals a biting way deep down, and the town all alight in the night looks inviting. So you change your shirt, slick down your hair, and tear down to the old Palace Grand.
was a time in this fair land when the railroad did not run, when the wild, majestic mountains stood alone against the sun. Long before the white man and long before the field, when the green, dark forest was too silent to be real. But time has no beginning and history has no bounds. As to this verdant country they came from all around. They sailed upon her waterways and they walked the forest tall, built the mines, mills and factories for the good of us all. Fancy was turning to the spring. The railroad men grew restless for to hear the hammers ring. Their minds were overflowing with the visions of the day, and many a fortune lost and won, and many a debt to pay. And what did they see? They saw an iron road running from the sea to the sea, bringing the goods to a young growing land, all up from the seaport and into their hands. Look away, said they, across this mighty land, from the eastern shore to the western strand, bringing the workers and bring up the rails. We gotta lay down the tracks and tear up the trails. Open your hearts, let the lifeblood flow. Gotta get on our way, cause we're moving too slow. Get on our way, cause we're moving too slow. Upon the railway, swinging our hammers in the bright blazing sun, living on stew and drinking bad whiskey, bending our backs till the long days are done. Behind the blue Rockies, the sun is declining. The stars, they come stealing at the close of the day. Across the white prairies, our loved ones lie sleeping. Beyond the dark ocean, in a place far away. was a time in this fair land when the railroad did not run, when the wild, majestic mountains stood alone against the sun. Long before the white man and long before the wheel, when the green dark forest was too silent to be real. But time has no beginning and history has no bounds. As to this verdant country they came from all around. They sailed upon her waterways and they walked the forest tall, built the mines, mills, and factories for the good of us all. And when the young man's fancy was turning to the spring, the railroad men grew restless for to hear the hammers ring. Their minds were overflowing with the visions of the day, and many a fortune lost and won, and many a debt to pay. For they looked in the future, and what did they see? They saw an iron road running from the sea to the sea, bringing the goods to a young going land, all up from the seaport and into their hands. Look away, said they, across this mighty land, from the eastern shore to the western strand. Bring in the workers and bring up the rails. We gotta lay down the tracks and tear up the trails. Open your hearts, let the lifeblood flow. Gotta get on our way, cause we're moving too slow. Get on our way, cause we're moving too slow. We are the navvies who work upon the railway, swinging our hammers in the bright blazing sun, living on stew and drinking bad whiskey, bending our backs till the long days are done. Behind the blue Rockies, the sun is declining. The stars, they come stealing at the close of the day. Across the white prairies, our loved ones lie sleeping. Beyond the dark ocean, in a place far away. There was a time in this fair land when the railroad did not run, when the wild, majestic mountains stood alone against the sun. They came from all around. They sailed upon her waterways and they walked on a strong. Built the mines, mills, and factories for the good of us all. And when the young man's fancy was turning to the spring, the railroad men grew restless for to hear the hammers ring. Their minds were overflowing with the visions of the day, and many a fortune lost and won, many a debt to pay. For they looked in the future, and what did they see? They saw an iron road running from the sea to the sea, bringing the goods to a young growing land, all up from the seaports and into their hands. Look away, said they, across this mighty land, from the eastern shore to the western strand. Bring in the workers and bring up the rails. We gotta lay down the tracks and tear up the trails. Open her heart, let the lifeblood flow. We gotta get on our way, 'cause we're moving too slow. Get on our way, 'cause we're moving too slow. We are the navvies who work upon the railway, swinging our hammers in the bright blazing sun, living on stew, drinking bad whiskey, bending our backs till the long day's done. Behind the blue Rockies, the sun is declining. The stars, they come stealing at the close of